If you're looking to break into one of the world's fastest growing economies, look toward India. As the country with the largest population, India is expected to become the second largest economy by 2075. What does this mean for exporters looking to export to India? I'm Kari Crane, editor of Shipping Solutions International Trade Blog Passages. In this video, I'll explain the benefits and considerations for U.S. companies looking to break into the Indian market and the process of exporting to India, including documentation and compliance requirements. But before we get started, make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our Basics of Exporting videos, sharing practical advice for exporters and importers. U.S. exporters must be aware of certain barriers when exporting to India. U.S. exporters and investors often encounter non-transparent or unpredictable regulatory and tariff policies, and U.S. goods and services in some sectors have limited access to the market. India has the highest average applied tariff of any G20 country and some of the highest bound tariff rates among WTO members. Indian companies and consumers are extremely price sensitive. U.S. companies must evaluate whether they can sell at prices that Indians are willing to pay and may need to adjust their sales models accordingly. Some companies might sell products in smaller sizes or with fewer features to reflect these price sensitivities. India has significant infrastructure development needs, and improvements in this sector are vital to the country's economic growth. Infrastructure projects in India often suffer from delays. India has devoted significant portions of its recent annual budgets to ambitious infrastructure development plans, but timely execution remains a challenge, even when funding is available. As a federal system, power and decision-making are decentralized in India, with differences at the state level in political leadership, quality of governance, regulations, taxation, and labor relations. Indian states generally hold greater power than their U.S. counterparts. U.S. companies face varying conditions across India's 28 states and 8 union territories and should factor these variations into their strategies. States are encouraged to compete against each other to attract investment. In many situations, the potential rewards of exporting to India outweigh those challenges. With the population boom comes the need for new industries, infrastructure, and more. These sectors provide growth opportunities for U.S. companies in the Indian market. Civil aviation, defense, education, energy, environmental technologies, food and agriculture value chain, healthcare, information and communication technology, travel and tourism, safety and security. If you do decide that the benefits of exporting to India outweigh the considerations, you don't need to do it alone. These are some of the places where you can get in-country, trusted assistance when you encounter difficulties. The U.S. Commercial Service Office in India, district export councils, trade missions sponsored by state and local trade offices, the International Trade Administration, the U.S.-India Chambers of Commerce. The documents you will need when exporting to India will vary depending on your products, but may include the following: a bill of lading, commercial invoice, packing list, sales contract, pro forma invoice, customs declaration, and insurance policy. You can download free PDFs of these documents on the Shipping Solutions website. Make sure you understand your compliance responsibilities before exporting to India. The first step is determining who has jurisdiction over your goods: the U.S. Department of Commerce under the Export Administration Regulations, or the State Department's Directorate of Defense Trade Controls. If they fall under the jurisdiction of the Commerce Department, which most products do, you must determine if your export requires authorization from the Bureau of Industry and Security. You need to answer the following questions: what is the ECCN of the item? Where is it going? Who is the end user? What is the end use? By making sure your product is classified correctly, you'll be protecting yourself from severe fines, penalties, and even jail time. There are several reasons the U.S. government prevents certain exports to India without an export license. Companies must use the ECCN codes and reasons for control described above to determine whether or not there are any restrictions for exporting their products. Exporters should refer to the Commerce Country Chart in the EAR to determine if a license is required. If it is, you must apply to BIS for an export license before you can export your products. Restricted party lists, also called denied party lists, are lists of organizations, companies, or individuals that various U.S. agencies and other foreign governments have identified as parties that one can't do business with. Restricted party screening, or denied party screening, refers to the process in which a company checks a potential customer or business partner against one or more of the restricted party lists to ensure they are not doing business with a restricted party. When exporting to India, you must check every single restricted party list every time you export. If you're an exporter who is considering exporting to India, consider this. Shipping Solutions export documentation software can help you quickly create the necessary documents and stay compliant with export regulations. You can easily find your product's classification, perform restricted party screening, determine if an export license is required, and complete all the required export documents quickly and accurately. Let us show you how it works. Click here to watch a video demo of the software, or click the link below to schedule a free live demo. There's no obligation. And to learn more about exporting, subscribe to this channel and to our free international trade blog linked below.